Hey, Guillermo, good to see you again. I always say this is one of my favorite questions. I've had so many influencers. I'm sure you've had too, and some come in a split second, right place, right time, right statement, and others last a lifetime. Could you share with us, two or three people that have been influencers in your life?
Yeah, I'm going to cheat a little bit because I'm going to group some of them together, in large part because I think of them as how they influence me, not so much the individuals. So for example, number one on my list would have to be my three kids. And it's just, anyone who's a parent knows that, they just completely change who you are as a person. Also, they change your whole perspective on life and on the world. So, so that's one. I had two teachers in middle school who were very big influences on me when I was 11, 12, and 13, which as an immigrant kid who didn't speak English at 6 years old, 5 years later, I really needed those people as my influencers. If they hadn't pushed me the way they did when I was 11, 12, 13 and filled me with confidence, I don't know if I'd be here today with that. Another would be my father, who passed away 2 years ago. Especially just as an immigrant, giving up everything in Argentina and bringing his three kids here, obviously with my mom as well. So those are three or four. I've got a couple of co-founders in some of my ventures who were very influential in my in the way I look at new venture creation and technology and innovation and things like that. I think if you're looking for an actual name,
it's up to you.
Yeah, I think the most influence, and it's not so much because he influenced my thinking, but it's because he personifies the thinking that I've always had, and that's Elon Musk. I've always thought, in a way, the way he does, that you kind of have to envision the future that you want and then work toward that, as opposed to what most people do is they start with the reality today and how can I improve today's reality. And I've always kind of lived by the similar mantra that he does, that I've heard him say before. Imagine what you want to do 10 years from now, and then try doing it in 6 months. Now, chances are you're going to fail, and you're going to fail miserably at doing it in 6 months. Maybe it takes you 2 years, but you're going to end up doing something in 2 years that you thought originally was going to take you 10 years.
Right.
And that's the way I've always operated. I mean, I've think of that ever since, I was a kid, even in middle school. So it was great because I always thought I was an oddball, but now it's kind of seeing Elon really personifying it and just doing it to the 1000th degree is very encouraging for me, and is kind of a good role model for me.
Yeah, I think it's a great role model for everyone, whether people like this or that about him or not, whatnot. We need visionaries. We need people to make as they say, the impossible possible. I mean, we've seen what's happened over the last 25 to 50 years. That has been unbelievable. And if we don't have leaders that are visionaries, we're going to miss out on a lot. And then it's kind of like we talked about leaders before, really quick. Two types of leaders. You have somebody like that, and then you make sure you have other people that don't use the great inventions for evil type of things too, because they're always going to be something there. But well, all I can say is you're already influencing me in the conversations we've had. So you give me hope and inspiration for real, because I mean, let's be boring without thinking about all this fantastic stuff that's out there. There's so much we don't even know about yet, right? So keep the vision going, keep caring, and thanks again for sharing.
Thank you, appreciate it.